Well, it's an event that's created a lot of buzz among local churches and Christian groups. The largest public satanic ceremony in history happening right here in Detroit.
It only took a moment and it was over, but in that moment, much changed. In a warehouse near the river in downtown Detroit, on the eve of the Feast of St. Anne, patroness of Detroit, a statue to the demon Baphomet was unveiled. The event was sponsored by the Satanic Temple and was described as the largest public satanic ceremony in history. Whether that claim is true or not, hundreds of people turned out for the event, first being directed by email to a decoy location, a deserted bank in a seedy Detroit neighborhood, where they were given driving instructions to the real location. That location was this warehouse near the Detroit River.
Within moments of the sheet coming off the statue, unsurprisingly, acts of sexual perversion and debauchery involving lesbians and gay men began on the statue.
All of this, of course, centered around sexuality and sensuality and the unbridled expression of each. There was much evidence on the part of participants of their support for sodomy and so-called free love. Many of the participants, including the actual leaders of the Satanic Temple, insist this demonic stuff is nothing but a symbolic way of expressing their desire to throw off the shackles of Catholicism's moral yoke, the other of one diametrically opposed.
At least 100 people eagerly waiting for what's been kept well under wraps.
It said dress like an animal or wear horns and tails.
Some drove in from as far as upstate New York to see the Satanic Temple unveil a 9-foot-tall bronze statue of a goat-headed Satan.
It just seemed like it would be a historic event.
The guests came dressed to impress. Each paid at least $25 for a ticket. Security inside was tight. No cameras or media allowed in. No cell phones and photographs allowed. The secretive nature of the event didn't prevent a few protesters from attending.
Based on religious freedom, and tonight in what the temple is doing, this is a celebration of true religious freedom.